The Jimmy Z Show.
There is an article I wanted to mention here real fast. I think it was Ellie who pointed this out to me, posted it on my Facebook wall. Graham family, that's the family of Billy Graham, tightens ties with Romney as presidential election nears. Evangelistic Association's website cuts Mormonism from a listing of the cults. See, that is so bad. Now, I don't think that it's a bad thing for the two families to be friends, for the Billy Graham family to, through friendship, talk about the differences between the Mormon cult and Bible-based Christianity. Not in any mean or aggressive or hateful way, but the Billy Graham family could appeal to Mitt Romney and his family, or Mitt Romney and his wife over dinner, or whatever, and possibly talk about the difference. But that's my fault. I was only reading the headline about the Graham family tightening ties with the Romney family, and I don't see anything wrong with that. But the Evangelistic Association website taking Mormonism from its listing of cults, that's bad. The election year embrace of Mitt Romney by some evangelical Christians now borders on a bear hug, given a series of moves by Billy Graham and his family that appear to say it's okay to vote for a Mormon. Well, yes, they do say that. I've got an article here in Decision Magazine written by Franklin Graham that basically says, hey, the future of the country is at stake. It doesn't matter. You can vote for a Mormon if you're a Christian. This week, the Billy Graham Evangelical Association removed Mormonism from its list of religious cults. The reclassification follows Romney's visit to Graham's mountain home last Thursday, a meeting that also included Graham's son Franklin, who now runs the association for his 93-year-old father. Mormons consider themselves to be Christians, blah, blah, blah. That's real bad. That's selling out. That's selling out the truth. An article on the Graham website had classified Mormons, along with Jehovah's Witnesses, the Unification Church, Unitarians, Spiritists, and Scientologists, among others, as cults. Our primary focus at the Billy Graham Evangelical Association has always been promoting the gospel of Jesus Christ. We removed the cult information from the website because we do not wish to participate in a theological debate about something that has become politicized during this campaign. That, my friends, is cowardice. Crap. I am so sick of people selling out, and of the many reasons why, this is one of the main reasons why that Romney running for president is so damn dangerous. Now, maybe some of you can understand why I've been saying that this is not simply voting for a president. I'm tired of people saying to me, we're not voting for a pastor, we're voting for a president. Well, now you can see that the spiritual issues here are all part of this. And the line between Mormonism, the Mormon cult, and Bible-based Christianity is being blurred every day. You've got David Barton doing his best to blur that line with Glenn Beck. And now you've got Billy Graham and Franklin Graham working hard to blur that line with Mitt Romney and his family. This would not be happening if Mitt Romney were not running for president. And even if he was, this would not be happening if he didn't have a very good chance of winning now. Don't tell me that Mitt Romney becoming president doesn't have any effect on the line between Christianity and the Mormon cult. Holy crap. The Grahams, however, long ago waded into the politics of the presidential campaign. In the current issue of the association's Decision magazine, Franklin Graham poses the question in a column titled, Can an evangelical Christian vote for a Mormon? He answers it with a rousing yes. Quote, "We are at a profound crossroads. Our secularized society has shaken its fist in God's face and rejected his very name. We must not silence our voices when government clashes with the worship of God. I pray that all Christians and God-fearing Americans will put aside labels and vote for principles, God's principles." And it was not Ellie that posted this on Facebook for me. It was Mia. So thank you very much, Mia. And I'm writing her another note here. My first response was, maybe, just maybe, they believe they can have a good, strong influence and even give the message of real salvation at some point. I think in Franklin's case, that might be the godly thing to do, not ostracize, but be friendly with. I hope so, anyway. But all I had read at that point was the headline, Graham family tightens ties with Romney. So, speechless here. Just unbelievable. That really is amazing, because I've been told countless times, you got to vote for Romney because Obama is really bad, and he is. But besides that, Romney has no spiritual effect at all. We're not voting for Romney the Mormon. We're voting for Romney the Republican. You get both. That is just unbelievable. The Billy Graham Evangelical Association has removed Mormonism from a list of cults. I'm going to have to contact them. I'm going to have to call them and tell them that I will have nothing. I'm going to remove their button from my website. How about that? I better get on something else here, because I'm really, 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 really disappointed.
I am shocked. Shocked. Well, not that shocked.
Okay, here's today's question. I'm not asking if you agree with me or any of that. I have a simple question. Do you now see what I've been talking about? That simply by having a Mormon get the Republican nomination for president, that by very likely having a Mormon president, the line between Bible-based Christianity and the teaching of the Mormon cult is blurred, almost erased. As far as the Billy Graham Association is concerned, it is erased. There's no difference anymore between Mormonism and Bible-based Christianity. As far as Billy and Franklin Graham go, that is astounding to me. That is mind-blowing. Okay, I guess I'll take the break here, because I got to take a break, and that's what I do about now, is take a break. And I need a segue here anyway, because I'm stumped and stunned, and my mind is blown. I don't have any words right now. Very, very disappointing. Stay right there. I'll be right back. The Jimmy Z Show continues.
The Jimmy Z